Hello to everyone. This is Viewpoint on Noyan Tapan TV, and I am Benyamin Poghosyan. In this episode, we will discuss the recent developments in the Iranian nuclear deal. As we all know, in 2015, a nuclear deal was signed between Iran and 5 permanent members of United Nations Security Council plus Germany. According to this deal, Iran took some responsibilities for several years, not to develop nuclear technologies, and also to enrich uranium only up to 3.67%, while United States, EU, and other countries cancelled many economic sanctions. However, President Trump, when he was elected in November 2016, he stated that he's going to keep the deal. President Trump believed that the deal was not in the US best interest. And in May 2018, United States unilaterally withdrew from the deal and reimposed very tough sanctions on Iran. But the problem for Iran was not only the withdrawal of the United States. The problem was that United States also imposed so-called secondary sanctions, which mean that any other company in any other country of the world, if it was going to do business with Iran, it was threatened for American sanctions. It was threatened to be cut from international financial system, from SWIFT, bank transfer system, and etc. That is why many European and other companies, they had to leave Iran immediately after the US withdrawal of the deal. In May 2019, Iran started to break its own responsibilities within the deal, telling that, okay, if United States is not implementing what it was promised to do, and if the European Union is not able to convince the United States to come back to the deal, then Iran does not believe that it should comply with the deal either. So starting from May 2019, Iran started to enrich uranium, and now, according to official Iranian numbers, Iranians enrich uranium up to 60-70%, which is very close to the 90% enrichment, which is enough for having a material to prepare at least one nuclear bomb. And recently, the high-level Iranian officials stated that Iran technically is ready to produce materials for at least one nuclear bomb. But Iran is not going to do that. When Biden came to the power, and let's not forget that Biden was a vice president during Obama era, and Biden was a part of these nuclear deal negotiations, immediately the Biden administration stated that he would like to come back to the deal. Negotiations facilitated by the European Union started in April 2021. During the beginning of the negotiations, there was hope that US and Iran will find a solution until the presidential elections in Iran, which were scheduled in June 2021. However, this not happened, and when Ibrahim Raisi was elected Iran's president, the new administration said that Iran needs more time. Thus, there was a break in negotiations for several months. Then in November 2021, negotiations restarted. And they reached almost the finish in March 2022. However, there was another break, and this time the key reason was the designation of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as foreign terrorist organizations by the United States State Department. In March 2022, Iran made a statement that it's not going to sign a deal with the United States as far as the United States is not going to remove ICRG from this deal. Another issue for contestants was the problem of new sanctions imposed by the United States. So there was another break in the negotiations for several months, and sometimes it seemed that there will be no solution. Iranians also they were requiring the guarantees by the United States that if in 2024 another Republican wins the presidential elections, then United States is not going to withdraw from the deal again. However, it was obvious that current administration, Biden administration, is not able to provide any such guarantees. So these two issues, ICRG terrorist list inclusion, and also these additional guarantees that the United States will not withdraw from the deal after November 2024 elections, this created complications. However, European Union made additional efforts to bring sides to the solution. In late June 2022, there was a new round of negotiations in Qatar, Doha, and then at the end of the day, on late July, beginning August 2022, European Union prepared the final text of deal, 25 pages, which European Union delivered to both United States and Iran, telling that this is a take or reject deal, that no other negotiations are possible, and United States and Iran, they are either going to sign the deal or not. According to available information, Iran withdrew its demand to take out the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps from this foreign terrorist list, so one of the key obstacles was removed. Regarding the guarantees that the United States is not going to leave the deal after November 2024 elections, as it was clear from the beginning that no such guarantees can be provided, European Union offered another option, that these advanced centrifuges will be kept in Iran within International Atomic Organization supervision, which means that theoretically, if United States withdraw from the deal in January 2025, after November 2024 elections, then Iran can again use these advanced centrifuges. Another option is so-called grace period for reimposition of sanctions, which means that even if United States withdraw from the deal and would like to reimpose sanctions, then this is going to happen not in January 2025, but at least 2 or 3 years after the official decision of United States to withdraw. So, as far as we can say, both United States and Iran are very close to the deal. According to Iranian officials, there are only one issue, which is not dealt yet, but probably there is a real high probability that until end of August or at the beginning of September, US and Iran may sign the deal. What will be implications for Armenia if the Iran nuclear deal is restored? First of all, let's not forget that Armenia is a member of Eurasian Economic Union, and Iran and Eurasian Economic Union are going to sign a permanent free trade agreement soon. They signed interim free trade agreements several years ago, but they are in the final phases of negotiations to sign final agreement. If this agreement is signed, and if Iran nuclear deal is restored and the many of the secondary US sanctions are cancelled, it means that everything which is produced in Armenia can be exported to Iran with zero tariffs. And given the fact that Armenia established a free economic zone in Megri, very close to Iranian border, in December 2017, if Iranian nuclear deal is restored, then many companies, European, Chinese, can come to this free economic zone. They can construct factories, they can produce, and they can export to Iran. There will be no tariffs, and there will be almost zero transportation costs, because this free economic zone is just a few kilometers away from Armenia-Iran border. Besides geoeconomics, we have also geopolitics. Iran is against Azerbaijani's and Turkish wishes or intentions to take control of Syunik. This was clearly stated by Supreme Leader during his meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. This means that at the end of the day, if Azerbaijan, through the support of Turkey, decides to start a large-scale war campaign to take Syunik and several other regions from Armenia, such as Vyodor and Gegarkunik, most probably it will be Iran who can support Armenia. So, even in geopolitical terms, if Iran's nuclear deal is restored, it means that Iranian economy will develop more, which means that Iran will have more resources to support Armenia. Of course, we don't believe that Iran will send troops into Syunik region and there will be direct war or military clashes between Iranian and Azerbaijani troops. However, if Iranian economy is booming, Iran will be ready and will be able to invest some money in Syunik. And even now, with a very dire economic situation in Iran, Iranians are ready to make some small investments in Syunik, and they decided to open a consulate in Tapan, and they already sent the consul here. So from both geopolitical and geoeconomic perspectives, the restoration of Iran's nuclear deal will be a significant positive step for Armenia. This is all for today, and we will see you soon.